record video. And now we should be recording. Great. Let's assume that we're recording and that everything's good. So for people who've just joined us, I've purchased this Wayfarer Human Sanctuary Cleric Keeper of the Glade. I bought him because he had a sword and some healing device, it looked like, and that feels like a great combo. I also bought him because I really liked the look of his glade. It seems like a really nice place to live. And on top of all of that, he had a rainbow background. So that's like a super win for me. I bought it on OpenSea. I paid an egregious amount of gas price because I wanted to just get this over with. And my hope is that my $385 investment in this character will be worth millions of dollars in the future because, of course, this is how crypto speculation works, isn't it? So I entered this trial run, the first quest of Ethermore. And it says here, you approach a covered arena on the wrong side of town. It has been used for plays and sporting competitions, but has been abandoned for a while. Now it seems a new enterprise has moved in. Approach the arena. You step up to the shabby ticket booth. A gnome wearing an eye patch waits on the other side of the booth, looking at you expectantly. Nobody else is around. You've seen our notice for professional adventurers, he says. I can say, yes, I saw your notice posted in an alley. A bit hard to spot, though. How can I be of service? No, but I see your sign up there. Adventurer School? What's that about? And finally, I overheard something at the local pub. What's the job? So, I'm going to answer the middle one. No, but I see your sign up there, Adventurer School. What we have here, the gnome gestures grandly, is a school for new heroes. We have some trials that aspiring adventurers can use to test themselves. That's a typo. They meant to say aspiring adventurers. And prepare for the real thing. As you well know, adventuring can be dangerous. We wouldn't want our precious youths to go out unprepared. So, are you in? We just need a pro to go through the course and make sure it's at the right level for our students. Not too easy, not too hard. You get me? There's good coin in it for you. It sounds fishy, but coin is coin, and you can handle yourself. You proceed to the course. You go through a tunnel behind a ticket booth, and gasp as you emerge into the central area of the arena. A gargantuan obstacle course, complete with gears, axles, and all manner of moving parts, fills the dimensions of available space. It is so dense that you cannot see where the finish line is. Alright, people watching me on Discord, not Discord, on Twitch, of which I'm sure there's more than one, but less than 3. Do I go through the course at a slow but steady pace? Don't need to injure myself unnecessarily? Tackle the obstacles at a moderate pace, seems like you can get a good workout in here. Or attack the course with reckless abandon and take shortcuts if they present themselves. You want the all-time record for this. Definitely I want this one. Okay. You note that the course is innovative, but not exactly safe. There are a lot of opportunities to fall way down to the concrete floor or gash yourself on sharp metal edges. Falling into some of the gearworks running the whole thing would probably leave a mark too. And that spike pit definitely looks intentional. Jocelyn, if you can hear me, tell everybody in Ethermore to come watch me play on the Ethermore Discord server. And everybody in the audience now, please take some time to tell your friends that we're playing in a really expensive cryptocurrency game that we're very excited about. So I'm going to try not to hit anything sharp. Not much of a choice there. You reach the end of the course and manage to avoid breaking your neck, although it was a close thing at times. The exit leads into a dimly lit room. Enter the room while catching your breath. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Suddenly, the door you just passed through slams shut. 3 forms emerge from the shadows in the corners of the room. a half-orc with a cudgel, a half-dragon with a cruel-looking dagger, and behind you, the largest human you've ever seen, turning away from the door he just shut. Uh-oh. I'm just going to pause for a moment. Right before, there was this sort of challenge with 3 choices. I could take it slow, moderate, or fast. And I chose fast recklessly. I'm not sure why I did that, but I'm thinking here that my character, for those who want to see him again, is this little wayfarer human sanctuary cleric keeper of the glade. Nothing about that tells me he would be particularly good at going through an obstacle course, except the wayfarer part. Which is like, for me, a wayfarer is like, from Lord of the Rings, the Viggo Mortensen character. He's famous. I don't know why his name's escaping me now, but wayfarers would be good at obstacle courses. So maybe I chose the right thing in thinking, that's my skill, moving quickly over stuff. Yeah, Aragorn, that's him. That's his name. So, okay, if that's the case, I'm excited to see if there are other challenges that I'm going to have to take easy or slow, because I'm bad at them. So good jobs on the obstacles, buddy, the human says as he cracks his knuckles. This here is the combat trial. After all, you gotta be able to handle yourself out there, right? The goons don't seem like they are in practice mode to you. So I can give them all your golden valuables in exchange for skipping practice. You'll have to have a talk with your gnome friend. Or you can fall to your knees and beg them to let you off easy. You do better in a party of adventurers. Honest. Support roles are important too. Or I can burn, shock, smite, or otherwise ensorcel them. You have no patience for thugs such as these. Leave no survivors. So, that's cool to know. Okay. I can fall to my knees and beg as though I'm a support role. So for me, support roles are like clerics. For sure. Other ones are bards. Maybe I should beg and tell them this isn't appropriate for me. Because when I think of like burning and shocking, those are like sorcerers or druids or mages. So I'm a little nervous about this one. This one seems really weird and not the choice I would be keen to. So I'm just gonna beg. Okay, you wake up in an alley nearby. Your pockets are empty, and your head hurts something fierce. Uh-oh. Looks like talking did not achieve the intended effect. It's true, I'm probably not good at talking, because I don't have any kind of bard-related skills from like what I can see in my clothing. I don't have like a musical instrument or something. With a groan, you get up and shuffle away. If nothing else, this school for adventurers did teach you some hard lessons. You vow not to make the same mistake again. End quest. Okay, congratulations, the quest is over. My alignment, -1. Chaos versus order. Evil good, 0. Rarity score, 46. Rarity ranking, 8,065. I don't sound very rare. I sound like middle of the pack for a game with 15,000 units. I don't know. Race human. Wayfarer, cleric, sanctuary, keeper, glade, no items. Oh, we don't even have an item. That's amazing. Okay. The quest is over. I don't know what to do except go to the quest list here. See what the next step is. Okay, Ethermore quest. I'm going to go back to this trial run. I want to see if the choices actually matter in this instance. Oh, they won't let me play it again. Oh, interesting. So that's like permanent record there. Okay. Tough noogies for me. Let's go back to the quest list. Let's try this new one. Feather, why not? It is afternoon and it is hot. Despite the height of day, the 2 moons hang in the sky over a great castle, which you now approach. You are among a procession of tribesfolk from across Ethermore who are gathering to celebrate the anniversary of the Titan War. Okay, I'm gonna remember there's a Titan War. Don't know what that is. All around you walk members of the 11 races, elves, dwarves, halflings, even celestials and elementals. I've heard for those at home that celestials are the rare of the Ethermore characters, and if you're looking to speculate on scarcity or coolness, it's all about celestials. Can't tell you more than that. You lift your head high, proud to be among such fine inhabitants of your world, united in common purpose and remembrance. You pull up your hood and slink to the side of the road, trying not to draw attention to yourself and staying watchful. There are many here who cannot be trusted. You speak words to your deity and emanate power and contempt, hoping all around you are filled with awe and fear at your presence. If you must be here among these inferior beings, then at least they must know who reigns supreme. And you move swiftly to the front of the crowd, laughing and cheering with merriment, hoping to inspire and gather respect. Who knows if you might need it later. Okay, so looking at this here, I'm still thinking about this game as a game and how to play it well with my character. For those who are just joining again, we are a wayfarer, human, sanctuary, cleric, keeper of the glade. Alright, I'm going to write that down in the chat so I don't have to keep coming back. Wayfarer, human, sanctuary, cleric, keeper of the glade. Of the glade. Okay. So, for me, like, this is like a roguish kind of thing. I'm not a rogue. I'm not some kind of dragonborn celestial elemental. And over here, I don't think that I'm a bard at all. So I'm just going to pick this first option. You near the castle and its great walls stretch high above, nearly blotting out the sky beyond. The drawbridge begins to lower, and the gathered folk cheer. That's nice. Once completely descended, the crowd moves as one and crosses the moat. You are caught up in revelry, and all you can see are the banners of the various tribes, bouncing along with the momentum of the throng. Okay. Once inside the castle, you immediately notice the guards posted along the ramparts and around the walls, spears inwards. They stand ready. Rut-row. The stalls of merchants lining the main road, which will carry you further into the castle to where the celebrations will begin. You have plenty of gold, you're hungry, and you're bored. The beautiful bird folk who has joined you in your march. They stand close to you, too close to be an accident. They make strange purring sounds in your direction. This could be fun. Ooh, this is like some kinky furry action over here. And then finally, the fabled Library of Mori, where the world's knowledge is preserved for all generations. You would love to visit and lose yourself in the books you find there. Okay, so my character feels very much like this first guy here. And in the sense that, remember, we are a wayfarer, human, sanctuary, cleric, keeper of the glade. Keepers of the glade are like defensively minded. This cleric thing makes me feel like I'm not really into bird folk sex, if that's how I'm reading this. And then I don't think like I'm this wheeler and dealer stalls guy. I think I'm like this like annoyed, scared type, and but I really do want to learn stuff as a monastery thing. Like, this is my personal choice, so I'm gonna like lean towards here and see if I can learn something. Trumpets blare and interrupt you from your task. You're disappointed, but there will be time for that later. Okay. The call has been made, and the celebrations are to begin. You gather with the rest in the large square at the center of the castle. A series of speeches begin. You've heard them before. It's the same every year. I can listen with rapt attention. It is important to be aware of history and to preserve the memories of those who came before you. Oh, that's sweet. I can roll my eyes and cross my arms. Where does the drinking begin? When can you fight? You're here to win. Purr at the bird folk, who has stuck to your side and is now caressing you with their feathers. Okay, I have a problem with the plurality here. Birdfolk is plural, but I would need them to be who have stuck to your side. So I think this is a typo because we're back to their feathers, unless these are a non-gendered entity. But I've got some confusion here and I'd like this rewritten. Grunt loudly and entertain yourself with visions of the crowd crumbling at your feet as you slay them all. What fun. Whoa! Okay, no, that's not me. You know what? I think this is me. I'm the goody two-shoes. I'm playing like almost like a true good. Just when things are getting good, another series of speeches begin. Oh, what is this emoji? I can't even like tell what it looks like. A bird paw. Is that a bird claw? You can't believe your luck. The afternoon is dwindling, and your many-faceted hunger grows. Whoa, I'm hungry for dessert, I'm hungry for soup, I'm hungry for ketchup, let's do this. You're just about to express your frustration when a swirling ball of light appears overhead, blinding you and emitting skull-piercing noise. I can grab the bird folk's talon and run for my life, preferably in the direction of an inn. I guess I'm scared of this ball of light? It's a loud, blinding ball of light. It's like a flashbang. Okay, for those who play Call of Duty. Draw your weapon and snarl at the swirling ball of light, eyes closed and ears ringing. Heroes will be made this day. Oh, that's fun. Drop to your knees and pray to your deity, cowering under the awesome power of the being above you. The gods will save you. Take the others. Okay, well, I was into it until the take the others part. Begin ushering the weaker creatures around you to safety, knowing they will surely perish in the face of such a powerful foe. They must be saved. Okay, guys, we're RPing still. This is definitely what we do. We're not moving across and being this like muddied character that's sometimes good and sometimes evil. Let's see where this intense trail leads us. Okay. So an angelic voice takes the place of the light shrieks. It is soothing, comforting. The voice instructs you to be calm and not to fear. The terror in the crowd begins to subside. A strange calm settles over you. You feel drowsy. Come, you say to the bird folk, let us lay here and sleep. We are safe. You can hardly believe your luck. The gods have listened to your prayers. Run to the light with open arms and rejoice in the warmth that takes you. You are not fooled. You shrug off the drowsiness and focus on the dark figure at the center of the swirling ball. You draw your weapon and charge, unwilling to perish without honor. You retreat to the edge of the crowd, unwilling to yield to the light, but not acting without any more information. You are wary. Oh, I'm glad you guys can hear the music from this. Guys, here I'm a little stuck. I want some votes. Give me a number, 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, I'm being hypnotized. I think falling asleep with the bird folk, again, not a great idea. I also think this feels a little too easy. You feel drowsy is never a good sign. If you in adventuring, you never want to feel drowsy. I think number 4 is safe business. All right. Let's do the business path. The swirling ball of light touches the ground and a figure emerges. You do not recognize the figure's face, but you do not sense any danger. The figure raises its arms and speaks again in its angelic voice, announcing itself and greeting the tribesfolk of Ethermore for the first time. The world is small and full enough. You have no need or want for any further inhabitants. The light creature must be destroyed. Uh-oh. Ethermore is a place of peace, warm and open, and all are welcome within its boundaries. Such were the lessons of the Titan War. It is time to make contact with the light creature. Only the gods may decree who is fit to enjoy the gift that is Ethermore. This light creature is no god that you know, thus it must be a heathen. Heathen should burn. Look for similarly thinking, but stronger tribesfolk who you can enlist. Ask the bird folk if they have a sibling who wants to join you in what is surely your last day in this world. I honestly, you guys, if I had picked any other character but this like cleric, I'd be totally into the bird folk porn trail here. We should get a meme on this. So okay, The fact of not sensing danger, the angelic stuff, the fact that I'm a cleric and I got my little like cleric magic makes me feel really good. I don't like this one. This like really delightful priest who's like, you know, hippy dippy, warm and lovey dovey. And this feels kind of boring as an option now. Like, before I was like, you know, not into letting other people burn while I prayed to this thing. But now, like, I'm getting nervous. And I think I want this narrative to go somewhere interesting. So, only the gods may decree who is fit to enjoy the gift that is Ethermore. You glance at the crowds. Others are pulling themselves from the ground, shaking their heads, awe upon their faces, and they begin to chatter among themselves. You rally them to your side, and together you mob the being of light. The once brilliant glare is reduced to a glimmer beneath a pile of bodies. Feathers are ruffled and drift through the air. Arrows are loosed and clatter against the stone. The ringing of steel drowns out the crowd circling overhead. The chaos doesn't last long, and after the crowd parts, only a wisp of light remains until it slowly fades away. The threat, which so quickly descended upon the celebration, is gone. For now. You will remain vigilant in case the being or its friends show up again. Make a mental note of this day. Quest complete. Alright. How does this alter my character? My Chaos Order stat went from -1 to 3. My Evil Good went to 1. So I seem to be... I don't know if this 3 means I'm actually more chaotic or more order. So, you know, if I'm thinking this is like a graph, like on the x-axis, 3 seems more order. Yeah. I think this is more order. And I think Evil Good means I'm on the more good side. And all these stats don't change. So yeah, I think I'm like on the lawful good. Okay, and there's like this long quest towards me being like order and good as my cleric. I'm not trying to be like some kind of creative cleric here. I find that those make messy D&D stories as someone who's played D&D for some amount of time. Okay, let's try the next quest. There's not a lot of them. Like we could, you know, speedrun this game today. It's pretty early. You hear that, everybody? We're all early. Oh, okay. A mixture of mud and straw squelches under your feet as you approach the notice board. Weathered ads for farming equipment. Lonely heart. Halfling seeking dwarf. Ah. Contract for hire. Got it. Tear it off. No competition. I won't lose out on this one. Take a closer look. Take a closer look. I want to know more. Please, anyone with the skills. My farmhand was taking Betsy, our prize cow, this capital O isn't right, on her morning walk up Pine Ridge. Somebody should be keeping track of the typos so that we can give these to the devs and have them fix it. Or we could go to the GitHub ourselves maybe if it's open. He ain't come back after 3 days. I fear he has stolen her. Please help me find Betsy. She is all we got. Good coin on her return. Come find me at the stables near the blacksmith. Clem. So this guy Clem thinks his farmhand stole Betsy. Roll your eyes. So this is my life now? Need more information. Off to the stables. Let's investigate, you guys. This is helping people and making money, and these are 2 things we need as a wayfaring cleric. Ruh-roh, Raggy. This looks... Oh, it's fixed. You approach the stables and see a halfling, quietly singing and sweeping the loose straw to the street. Sounds nice. Hey, wasn't a halfling looking for a dwarf earlier? I wonder if they posted that sex ad. Hey, I'm here about the cow. Saw your note. What do you think the farmhand stole... Wait, saw your note. Why do you think the farmhand stole your cow? I know animals. I'm the best tracker out there, but I'll need to up the coin. This is a lie and barter up. Oh, this is the first time they've referred to a stat in the game. Previously, my choices seemed like I thought my stats might affect them, but now I'm realizing that maybe no. Definitely I'm not a lie and barter kind of class. Not going to bother with that. I do wish I could say, saw your note. I know I'm not a dwarf, but what do you think about a human? Obviously my character wouldn't want to do that, but it would be feel cool, like puzzling. Saw your note. Why do you think the farmhand stole your cow? Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you coming. Betsy is our family's best milker. Oh, we need a possessive here on the family. And that farmhand was new. I was unsure if we could trust him. She loved walks. You noticed a small break in her voice. Oh wow, she's like really sad about Betsy. Oh, the choices are already filtered based on my race and class, so I can go crazy. Interesting. So like there might be other options if I was a different character and you'd see a different story. Oh, that's fun. So can you point me to the ridge, or we still need to talk about my reward. Don't usually work for free. Let's try this one. It's tough when you do these path things though, right? Like in game design, it's like exponentially difficult to build trees of decisions, so you kind of want to fake the fact that there are paths. I'm always curious to see what's really behind the scenes here. By the way, if anybody wants to make things like Ethermore, I really suggest you check out this tool called Twine. Twine is like designed to literally make this kind of game like out of the box in like 10 minutes. Obviously, it won't be connected to your MetaMask or the chain anytime soon, but I feel like that would be a great way to prototype and build on top of this narrative world and like just propose those as additions and quests. If you were trying to make this composable, you know. Tuesday.js. Okay. I don't know what that is. Twine is awesome. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. It really is great. Okay, the ridge is just out of the town. Like, I used to teach game design, sorry. And, like, one of the first things I would tell my students is, like, just spin up Twine and just, like, make a 2-minute game. Like, just to see what it's like. Okay, so the ridge is just out the town gate. The first dirt path right, about 1 hour. That was really hard to read. I'll be sure to make it worth your while. They point with the broom. This is an interesting thing again with the unspecified gender text. Nod, then set off. Time is of the essence. Quick stop, next door to the blacksmith. Sharpen a blade. Oh yeah, I've got a blade. Let's go sharpen it. Reach the edge of town and notice a small hiking trail heading off into the pine trees on your right. The pine needles rustle in the wind. Not much sunlight penetrates the branches. The hair on your neck stands erect, and you wonder why a cow would ever want to go here. I'm just realizing now, like, if my character has locked in these quest results, and I then, like, sell him to someone else, are those quest results locked in, or is it the character NFT ID and my address? I wonder how that was designed. Like, I wonder if anyone will ever be able to play with this human wayfarer again. And if I'm just, like, all of a sudden, like, devaluing this character because he's, like, getting used up. Oh well, we'll find out some other time. If anybody knows the answer, let me know. So you reach the edge of town and notice a small hiking trail heading off into the pine trees on your right. The pine needles rustle in the wind. Not much sunlight penetrates the branches. The hair on your neck stands erect, and you wonder why a cow would ever want to go here. You are swallowed by the pine trees. The wind outside barely penetrates. You can hear your own footsteps on the pine needles. Take a look around. Are there any signs of a cow? Hoofprints. There are bad feelings about this. Draw your blade. Call out, "Hey, Betsy! Moo!" Oh, it looks like there's some kind of line break problem here. So, okay, right now, yeah, this character is getting used up, so to speak. One time only. Thanks for letting me know, the boy with bubblegum. Can you tell us what your relationship is to this project, the boy with bubblegum? This feels like this is my wayfarer side, like looking for tracks, and this feels like I have a sword in my hand side. So let's use one of these two. Are we a wayfarer first, or are we a sword person first, you team? Give me some feedback. Okay, just a person. I've got no feedback. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer, but then I'm gonna really go towards the hoof print. And then in the future, you guys, if ever you see the options and you want to pick one, just tell me like 1, 2, or 3, and that'll be fine. And then I'll see what people have voted ahead of time. You picked the yelling? That just sounds like dangerous, which is funny. Also, what I like about this game, now that I think about it, is it only scores you on 2 axes. Whether you were more good or more chaotic, or more evil or more ordersome. There's no like winning from what I've seen. Which means that if you're trying to just optimize for an outcome, you're trying to optimize to be most good or most bad or most neutral or whatever you like, it really doesn't seem like there's an impact or a way to win, which I think is nice. Anyway, it does mean though that there's like not a lot of options regarding like play for now. It would be like people would have to build onto this and make other kind of stats or victory conditions to make your character better. There's a lot to build. You smell it before you see it. Macerated. The leg of a cow and part of the udder lying in the dirt. It is not fresh. Clear paw prints surround the area in the mud. A stick cracks behind you. Ruh-roh. Standing before you is a burly man in torn peasant clothes. His hands are calloused. His forearms are muscular, covered in hair. Behind him, a small wolf cub. Hiding behind the man's thick legs, he holds up a hand as if to halt you. So this guy seems to be protecting a small wolf. This is the farmhand? I'm sorry, I don't mean to hurt anyone, I just need to feed my family. Oh wait, is his family a family of wolves? Usually farmers don't mind if a cow goes missing every now and then. I didn't know this one was special. A taller female wolf, bigger than you have ever seen, gracefully emerges from the pines. He stands alongside the man. Whoa. He holds up both hands. By the way, if you want to see my character, it's been a while since I've shown. This is who we're playing with today. I mean, he's a dreamboat, right? Got a sword, some sick armor. This looks like the cleric piece. This is what makes him a cleric, I think. He doesn't have an item, which I think is why he's like strictly worse. But he does have a super nice background, and that's why I bought him. Also, I don't like people who have like 2 weapons, like a bow and a sword. That's not for me. He needs an item. I know, seriously. Someone's got to like airdrop this guy an item. Somebody buy me the exact same character plus item. He holds up both hands. Please, we don't ever harm anyone. We just take a goat every now and then when the winter sets in. You can't just take what isn't yours, or you are a monster and a threat to this town. I have a job to do. Get ready. Okay, so this feels like this is good, and this feels like this is order. Let's try the order and see what's. He backs away. His partner and child stare at you hesitantly. No one needs to know about us. Just say you couldn't find the cow. They will come with their pitchforks if you tell them. Please just let us leave. Let them go. The cow is gone. So is your coin. They are a threat. Let them go for now, but tell the farmer that the town is a problem. Then it's on them. Take care of this now. Killing them will save problems later, and probably could earn more coin upon return. I believe the text is just, the game is just text and a background and music, and at the end a stats scoring. There doesn't seem to be any like hacking and slashing or action adventuring. I would imagine this is more like a choose your own adventure that's powered by NFTs. And the options that the choose your own adventure gives you is based on the NFT you bought. Then the farmer doesn't make eye contact with you in return. Empty-handed, she refused to pay when hearing of Betsy's demise. So it goes. There will always be more contracts for the taking. even if this didn't go your way. You feel like you did what was required. Skip town, sick of this backwater place, or time for the tavern? Time for the tavern. Okay, so my order is up and my evil good is flat. Looks like I can't commit to being evil or good, you guys. And otherwise, still, yeah, this look, I'm itemless. It's like, I feel like I'm playing with a nerfed character. Okay, back to my quest list. So it looks like quests take about 10 minutes to complete. Notice board, contract Betsy. Oh, a flashback. That's cool. Let's see what they do with that. Also, I noticed that notice board had a different background color. So maybe it's like a recurring quest kind of view, or I don't know what the plan is for categorizing. You are young, a child. How old? Footsteps crunch gravel near where you play, near the rainbow, beyond curfew. You shouldn't be here. Hurriedly, you tuck your dagger you found and run. The quickest way you know home? Lead them in a circle. Play with them a bit. Quickest way you know. Later in bed, your heart races. You should have left it. It was wrong to take it. You stole this dagger? What did you even think? Did you do it on purpose? Gotta try to find sleep. It was so easy to take. I just did it. I'm going to hell. I am evil. The market the next morning is less silent. The hum of everything. It's busy. It feels like all eyes are on you. They know you took it. Cold sweat. It was your first time. Anything that wasn't yours belonged to you. You get back to where it belonged. Hand steady, take an apple. Own up. Confess. Go get an elder. Wait. Maybe you could take more later. Elder time, you guys. All done. What do you think? Snapping your eyes open, you stare at your reflection. The new haircut looks good. The razorist did a good job. Wow, the razorist, capital R, what the heck is that? But when did your eyes get so much older? Thanks, looks good. Flick him a coin. Stand to go. Did you ever steal anything, barber? The razorist tips their hat. You smile to yourself and shake your head. Why remember this memory now? Whoa! My good went up 4. My order stayed flat. Interesting. That was a fast one. That was 2 minutes. Okay. Last quest, you guys. Then I'll just show around the website for a bit. The rhythmic, fast-paced fiddle repeats, followed by in a step by the stomping. What? Okay, let me try again. The rhythmic, fast-paced fiddle repeats, followed in a step by the stomping, pushing the fiddler to go faster. No, I have no idea how to make the syntax of this sentence work. Apologies. Beads of sweat fall from the long copper hair of the aging elf as the blindfold slips slightly down his face. He nudges it back up with a shoulder. How do you nudge a blindfold up with a shoulder? Full Moon's Eve at the Fox and Ghost Tavern is a reliable good time, especially when the blind fiddler has the stage. Looking around, you don't see anyone you know. No matter. It's your night off, and you just came to be somewhere to feel the energy, not provided. The bar creaks as you lean against it. The tender, battle-aged half-orc with a scar down her left cheek hands you a drinks list. A tall glass of water, a Glade Pale Ale. I'm already going to tell you I'm picking the Glade Pale Ale. A shot of Foot Soldier rum, a local craft beer, Fox's Fury, the cocktail of the day, a gnomish tinkler. Guys, I'm like pining for my for my Glade collection. Look, I'm a keeper of the Glade. There's no way I'm not drinking Glade Pale Ale. Refreshed and invigorated, you close your eyes to soak in the fiddle. A sharp, out-of-tune twang and yelling breaks your reverie. You see a circle forming around a human man who is laughing to himself. Even from here, you can smell how drunk he is. Does the character advancement increase the value of the NFT? You know, business, in my opinion, it like decreases it currently because you can't play the game with an NFT that's gone through it. So, you know, from my perspective, it's like the opposite of Axie, where like when you play with your Axies and you level them up, I think they get better. Here, it's like you're using it. The tokenomics are weird. I wonder how or if anybody would want to fix that. I also wonder if maybe the value goes up in the sense that if I was going to like airdrop some kind of token, right? Oh, they release quests every week and the main quest might be rewarding instead. Yeah, exactly. Like I should be paid some like adventure gold for having completed these adventures without expecting adventure gold, you know? Like if you were going to airdrop some adventure gold on me, you would do it because I had completed some cool adventures, wouldn't you? Show that I'm like actually engaging with the game. That's how I think about reverse airdrops anyway. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Thought you had elves had superhuman hearing and all that. Oh, did I forget to read the previous paragraph? Because I have no idea what I just heard. Is there a way to go backwards? I don't think so. Okay. You deduce from the wetness and foam around the blind elf's cloth blindfold that the dregs of a beer jug were just thrown in his face. You deduce from the wetness and foam around the blind elf's cloth blindfold that dregs of beer jug. Okay. Start to move over to the drunk man. Watch this play out from the bar for now. Yell out, "Just let the man play." Quietly to the bartender, "Kick this guy out." Stifle laughter at the blind elf's expense. Got it. So I've got this musician blind elf who's playing, and then he doesn't hear somebody coming and splash beer on him, and that's what caused him to twang the music. I've reconstructed the story. So, I'm gonna like start to move over to the drunk man. Yeah, it's really mean, right? The blind elf resumes playing, now slower, accompanied by now less enthusiastic stomping. Oh, that's so sad. The drunk human kicks out a foot in front of his seat near the stage into the instrument case of the musician. A spray of coins clink and clang across the stage and stone floor, and some people begin to scramble to pocket some. Holy smokes! You can see the musician, distressed, purses his lips, but continues to play. So cringed, yeah. The human gets up from his seat, adjusting his belt, laughs, and heads for the door to exit. The appetite for his night's entertainment sated. Help the blind elf recover his coin, fend off the opportunist. Close your eyes, try to get back into enjoying the music in your drink. Pocket a few coins that scattered your way. Shove the drunkard as he passes. Ask the bartender for the guy's name to report him. Okay, look, I got 5 options. I'm gonna go get a glass of water. When I come back, I expect at least 3 people to have voted on an option. Okay? Alright, I'm back. Okay. Yeah, okay, we're gonna help the blind elf recover his coin and not report the bartender. Because the reporting the bartender is very order focused, but this is good. The song finishes, but the atmosphere just isn't the same. You settle your tab and head to leave. Outside the bar, you see three athletic-looking half-elvish young people dressed in attire for a night on the prowl. Have the drunk human cornered against a wall. Oh, this is interesting. So people in like the half-elf clan or world have noticed that this drunk human has overstepped the bounds. They're clearly about to make his night worse. You spot one is fingering a blade in his jacket pocket while the others restrain the drunk. Oh, cool. Your character was half elf and you got different narrative. Interesting. I can yell menacingly at the youth and draw your weapon to intimidate them. Turn your back and don't get involved. Well, I obviously can't do this one, so. A typical night out. Time to go home. So, interesting. My chaos and order went down. I don't know if this is cumulative, to be honest, or if this is just the result of this quest. Because I don't see how it would have gone down. So now I'm thinking that like each of these is like compounding on the decisions independently. Oh, I can check it in my characters? Oh, that's nifty. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the rest of the game here. This is my character. Wait, clicking on him. Okay. Cool. He's got a rarity rank and a race. Here, all my stuff. My alignment is lawful good. Okay, my chaos order is 13-8, so it has been adding up. Okay, that's very nifty. So, get it? Nifty. So now if somebody wanted a extra good dude, let me know. I will auction this character off right now. If anybody wants him, you let me know. Yeah, you see I worked really hard on this. So for 5 ETH, this guy's yours. Just kidding. Like, there's no way you would pay for that. You could get like 12 of these for that price. But okay. Open avatar creator. What the heck? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? I can just make my PFP now? This is bananas. Okay, and I can click for download. Oh, cool beans. Okay, well, I'm going to just do that right now. I don't know if you guys can see me doing this. Edit my profile. Doot. Oh, yeah, that's blurry as heck. Let's see what happens. It's okay. Like if we go home, yeah, there I am. Okay. This is a game that knows its audience, right? It's all about PFPs. Let me zoom out now. Okay. So avatar creator, and then this would like let me go see different characters, I guess, but I have no characters. Okay, so let's go to quest list, and we can confirm that there are no more quests. We can go to the Ethermore page. I can walk you guys through it. Ethermore, 15,000 unique characters, DAO-based RPG. Welcome to Ethermore, a fantasy world built on community and blockchain. Ethermore is a clear, in my mind, like connector to loot. It's like in the same sort of world where you're trying to make something that's Dungeons and Dragons and composable. And I've met Dan. Dan is like a doctor who like saves people's lives, and this is his like hobby, is building Ethermore along with a few other engineers who are dedicated to this project. And Dan just had a lot of time during COVID and lockdown. He was separated from his family, so he like poured his heart and soul into this thing, and so I really want to like support him. So I'm just gonna look at this cool wheel. So community DAO choices, content created decided at a community level feeds back and changes the world in the main arc. Individual character choices ripple into the greater world. Choices have consequences. That's interesting. I wonder how they'll do that. And then core plot and quest arc is responsive to the community. Core team develop content. So, there used to be this game called Legend of the Five Rings, where at the yearly main tournament, whichever deck won, if it was a demon deck or a crane deck or a crab deck, it would alter the world in the lore and the subsequent packs. And I've always thought that's an underutilized piece of game technology. If we just take into consideration the results of tournaments and affect narrative. Okay, so the characters. Each character is procedurally generated and unique. Oh, interesting. I wonder how they made them provably unique. There are rare traits in the population broken down by fantasy, race, class, background, and artifacts. Each character will appeal differently to each collector. Value of the owner will be determined by aesthetic, specific, desirable traits, or implicit rarity. There are hidden quests, lore, and adventure hooks among the characters to seed world building. So, yeah, here you go. 39 varieties of possible fantasy races. 38 different classes of hero. 9 possible artifacts ranging from common to extremely rare to 0. I have 0 artifact. To possible character backgrounds. So, join our Discord to keep up to date. The drop, low price, everyone who wants to participate. Yeah, it was 0.04 ETH. And then the roadmap. The roadmap's a broken picture. Pixels, bold colors, gradients, procedural generation. Pixel art culture is the junction between two eras, retro gaming origins, and the beginning of a cypherpunk digital blockchain revolution. Okay. Truth is a matter of the imagination. Ursula K. Le Guin. Well, that's nice. She's pretty smart. The value of art, money, NFTs, or fantasy worlds for that matter is whatever our collective imagination wants it to be. It's all memes, everybody. It's funny that the pixel part they're bringing back, CryptoPunks or pixel art, and this is clearly pixel art premise. I also like pixel art quite a bit because it's quite creative in how it represents feelings. Look, in so few pixels, I have this clear, amazing Lord of the Rings here, sketch. What makes Ethermore unique? First evolving fantasy world in the blockchain with full ownership of unique, procedurally generated characters holding implicit and explicit rarity, future contributions, and decisions about the on-chain lore and directions of Ethermore as a fantasy world and community worth exploring, competitions and quests involving the NFT characters, utilizing your character and token in voting, airdrops to reward creation and community participation, how to get involved. You can join the Discord, you can follow the Twitter, and you can get your MetaMask store with ETH tokens to get ready for the drop. Well, that already happened. Finally, let's go to community. Clicking on community just pushes you to the Discord. So not much to do there for my stream. So that's it for me. Thank you everybody for attending the session. For those who just got here, I'm sorry you missed it, but you can follow DeFi Alliance. I'm going to try and do this every Friday with a different crypto game. The hope being that I can lend more exposure to games that I think are doing cool things, and myself get better practice in what's actually happening in the space. Because if you don't play games, you don't understand them, and if you don't understand them, how the heck are you going to figure out which are the best ones? So that's it for me. I'm just going to end it right here.